Welcome to all. In yesterday's session, we have learned about the dynamic memory allocation and the malloc function. In this session, let us see the calloc function. That means calloc function, it is used to allocating multiple blocks of memory. So in this function, as we know, it allocates multiple blocks of memory space, each of the same size, and it initializes all of its bytes to 0. And calloc is used to allocate space for derived data types such as arrays and structures. The general form of calloc function is as follows: ptr is equal to cast c type star calloc n comma element size. Here calloc reserves contiguous memory space of n blocks and the element size bytes and each of the size element size, and it returns a pointer to the first byte of the allocated memory region. A null pointer is returned if there could not be sufficient memory and request sufficient memory during the runtime. For example, a student structure requiring to store 20 students' records. For that, it contains 20 such similar memory blocks and multiple blocks of memory, here 20 at runtime, using the following statement. For that, it requires ptr is equal to struct student star calloc 20 comma size of struct student. So let us see one program, that is example program, how calloc function works. So for that, first I'll use header files #include stdiver.h and #include arlog.h, #include stdlibrary.h, and I'll start with the main int main, and I declare two normal variable I comma n and one pointer star element, and printf enter total number of elements. For that, scanf %d comma %n, and now I'll see the, that means I'll use the calloc function. Element is equal to int star calloc n comma size of int. First I'll check whether the element is null or not. For that, I use if statement. If element is equal to null. If it is true, then I need to print the statement error not enough space available, exit 0. If this statement is false, then I will go for the for loop. For I is equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus, and scanf %d comma element I plus. Element plus I here, that means here I will input the elements. Then after inputting, now I need to check whether the elements are, I need to find the smallest element in this array. So for that, I require for I is equal to 1, I less than n, I plus plus. First I will check whether the star element is greater than element plus I. That means the first element is greater than second element. If that is true, then the star element is equal to, that means first element is equal to, that is star element means the result. Star element is equal to star element plus I. That means second element becomes the result for the program. So like this, I'll go on incrementing the for loop. I'll check for every element. So at last I'll find the smallest element. Then I need to print the smallest element, that is printf. Smallest element is %d comma star element, return 0. The output for this program is enter total number of elements, that is 5 I have given. So the elements are 4, 2, 1, 5, 3. So in this, the smallest element is 1. The same is 1 I will get as a output.